Hey there, everybody. Happy Sunday to you. I hope all of you are doing really great. I have some crochet pots to put in the Etsy store. I have full disclosure, I lost my mojo last March. It's really been, and I do mean last March, like last year. It's been really a challenging time for me as far as creating and getting things in the Etsy store and just creation in general. I think we all kind of go through these seasons of life where we're just a little bit lost. We may be a little bit scattered. We may have lost our mojo. We have lost our creativity, and that is exactly where I've been for about a year now. However, I decided in January I would learn to crochet. And after I made some bookmarks and after I made some coffee cozies, I discovered bowls. And it's like, oh man, these little vessels, these little receptacles, these awesome things that you can put on your desk and put buttons in or seashells in, or, in my case, I am using one for my gemstone collection, which is kind of gigantic and needs some it needs to be reined in. So I'm putting some of these gemstones in some of the baskets that I've made. However, I do have some to go in the Etsy store, so let's just kind of go through here and I'll do a little show and tell for you. The first one that I listed just a few minutes ago, these listings are not live yet, but I will mark them live when I get this video excuse me, finished up. This one is called Hairy Purple, and Hairy Purple is 3.5 inches from here to here, and it's 2 inches tall and 10 inches. And the way that I measured these was I measured them like around, like that. And I made that noise when I measured them, just like that. You can tell that I am not a perfect crocheter. However, I had so much fun making these that I feel like they have a spirit of joy and happiness and creative energy just kind of flowing through them. And that is why I just decided to list them in the Etsy store. The baskets are, they're like pliable, y'all. So you can kind of put whatever you want in it. I like them because they aren't perfect. They're kind of like slouchy baskets, because they aren't, I'm not perfect. I'm not a machine. I think it's important to support your art no matter where your art is, right? No matter where your art is, it's important to support the people who are still doing art, right? All right, so this one is Hairy Purple, and it's $10 and $5 shipping. The next one is Robin's Egg. Robin's Egg has this thing called a crab stitch to finish it off, and I really loved learning this stitch. Basically because it was kind of a mind game. You're actually crocheting backwards when you do this crab stitch. And for, a novice crochet person, it was like, wow, that's really a challenge. I'm looking for things, and that's one of the reasons that I like crochet, that will help me mentally. I'm 60, will be 65 this summer. And I just think anything that helps you in a mental capacity to keep your chops up, as my guitar player friends would say, you got to keep your chops up. And this is helping me keep my chops up. Robin's Egg is 3 by 2 and measures 10 inches. I just kind of like bulked it up, and like this is the 10-inch mark. Also, Robin's Egg has this cute little, now I would call this an inclusion. It has like these little bits of colored fabric, colored yarn in it, that's the way the yarn was, the yarn that I was using. So, don't think I took a purple marker and marked on it, because I didn't. Spring is the next one. And here's spring right here. Again, that fun, funky crab stitch on the top, which kind of gives the bowl a little bit of stability. And this is what it looks like on the bottom. I had just, like I said, just fun doing these. These are 3 1/4, and you can see that the tops are not perfect. Okay, they're a little bit wonky, they're a little bit wobbly. 3 1/4 by 2 1/4 by 10 inches, 10 inches round, and $10. The next one is Lavender One. Now, Lavender One she turned out a little bit smaller. She's 2 3/4 by 2. Again, it was like 9 inches around. I was experimenting with different gauge yarns. Is yarn a gauge? I'm not sure. But different kinds of yarn, different textures, different crochet hooks, which I found kind of like fascinating. I'm into the crochet hooks now. I really, Chris took me to Michael's and bought me like 4 in a pack, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to have like the giant ones, right? I'm gonna have to have me some giant ones. Lavender One is 2 3/4 by 2 by 9 inches round. Lavender 2 is 3 by 2 by 9. And you can see that funky crab stitch. The crab stitch was so, I don't know what it was. It's really good to use your brain to go backwards, and that's exactly what it was. And once I got the hang of it, getting the hang of it was hard, but once I got the hang of it, it was like, ooh. And putting this one down, it's like, you can squish it down, you can pull it up straight and make it taller, you can kind of do this and make it taller. They're so pliable. It is almost like clay. It's not a hard crochet. It's a very light, very easy crochet. This one is called Easter Egg. Easter Egg is 3 by 2 by 10 1/2 inches round. Just kind of got a little bulk going on here. And I was almost like not going to do this, and then it was like, that green is exactly where I am, so I am going to do it. I am going to use this. So we've got Easter Egg right here. Now these 3 are solid white. This is Snowdrop, and it's 3 by 2 3/4 by 10. And there was a little bit of light yellow going on here. I'm not sure that it's picking up on camera. I'm not sure that you can even see it. It was really pretty. It was really kind of just subtle and funky and really cool. This is Snowdrop. It's 3 by 2 3/4 by 10 around this way. Again, the crab stitching on the top. And let's see, we have Snowflake. Snowflake is 3 1/2 by 2 by 12. Now she's like a bigger basket than, Robin's Nest. Again, the crab stitch up here. I just really love the way that she came out. She just even feels good in your hand. No matter what you put in here. Maybe you want to put your jewelry, your cosmetics, special stones, seashells. Help me, y'all can see this sometimes better than I can. The big basket here is Snow Day. Snow Day is 4 by 2 by 13 1/2. Now she's like pretty big. Now she is $15. And she's the one that, if you kind of look at the photos, you can see that I used her kind of as a sample piece to put some gemstones in, maybe a little heart, maybe one of these. It really worked out well. This is from my auntie's shop up in Cherokee, North Carolina. Oh, and my pendulum. Now see, that makes a sweet little item for your desk, doesn't it? Or for your altar. You can use them for altar baskets, desk baskets, creative energy. You can use them like on your nightstand to put, maybe your little selection of creams and lotions that are in tubes, that kind of thing. So I've got these in the Etsy store, and as soon as this video goes live, then I will get them marked live at the Etsy store. Thank you for your support. Thank you for always encouraging me. Sherry, thank you, Sherry, because when you wrote that note on Facebook, Sherry, it was like, I don't know, it really put the fire in my belly, and I wanted to do more than the 3 original little baskets that I showed on Facebook. So thank you, Sherry. You're always inspiring. Okay, guys, I will talk to you soon. Bye.